Good morning, everybody. It's Miss Dawn with a learning adventure for you today. And yes, I have on my glasses. Miss Dawn was cutting a pepper, and the juice got on her fingers, so she can't touch her eyes, otherwise, they'll burn. So, I know some of you guys wear glasses at home, and you know what? That's a nice thing because now we can see so well, right? So, today, we're just going to read a story, and it's called A Grand Old Tree. And it's by Mary Newell de Palma. She's the one who wrote the story. She is the author. And I believe she is the illustrator too, which means she drew the pictures. That's exciting. Have you guys ever thought about writing your own story and drawing your own pictures to your story? If you have, I would love to see them. All right, let's listen to the story. Once there was a grand old tree. Her roots sank deep into the earth. Her arms reached high into the sky. She was home to many creatures. Squirrels scurried through her leaves. Birds nested among her branches. Caterpillars and ladybugs crawled about. The grand old tree flowered and bore fruit. She's an apple tree. And sowed seeds. She had many children. They changed the landscape for miles around, perhaps even farther than the old tree knew. The grand old tree lived a long, long time. She basked in the sun, bathed in the rain, swayed in the breeze, and danced in the wind. She grew and shed. See all the different seasons that the tree went through? Many millions of leaves, and at last the grand old tree was very, very old. Her branches no longer swayed and danced, but cracked and snapped in the wind. Finally, she fell, and the snow gently covered her. The old tree died. She no longer flowered, bore fruit, or sowed seeds. But she was still home to many creatures. Raccoons nested in her trunk, centipedes crawled along her branches, and lichen grew on her bark. You see that? It's like a type of mushroom. There we go. The grand old tree slowly crumbled and she became part of the earth. Today, the roots of her grandchildren sink deep into this earth and their arms reach high into the sky. They are home to many creatures, just like the grand old tree. What a great story. You know, what were some of the creatures that lived in the tree? Can you guys remember some of those creatures? Let's take a look, see. Because there were a lot of creatures that lived in the tree. Squirrels, birds, caterpillars. It's pretty nice, right? And the fact that she flowered and bore fruit, that means she was an apple tree. We've learned about how an apple tree grows. It eventually has flowers, and those flowers become apples. And do you know what's inside those apples? Yes, seeds. And that is how she was able to have many, many children far, far away, because the birds would eat the apples, or they would pick out the seeds, and then they would bring them to other parts of the world to grow. You guys can actually grow a tree in your backyard. Did you know that? When some leaves fall down, you'll see the little twirly type leaves. Those are seeds. So if you ever find one, you can plant it in the ground. Or if you see an evergreen tree with pine cones, in the pine cones are the seeds of that tree. So if you plant them, eventually you will have your own little tree to grow up with. I love you guys and I miss you very much. I hope that you're staying happy, healthy, and safe and listening to your adults. I will see you guys soon. I love you. Bye.